Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. I am joined by some very special people here in this segment. We've got the Bluffton High School girls and boys golf team and head coach here with us. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Great to have you. David Crosby is the head golf coach at Bluffton High for both the boys and the girls teams, and he brought along with him Wesley Long. Wesley, welcome. And Sammie Buchanan. Sammie, good to have you. Guys, been a good year for Bluffton High School athletics as a whole. I followed the football team all the way to the state championship at Clemson. Yeah. That was pretty impressive. You've had a great, I think you had a great boys basketball season. Tennis did very well. Yeah. But we brought home a state championship in the golf division for the girls, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
David, why don't you start a little bit by introducing yourself and then telling us what's going on with the girls.
I'm David Crosby. I've coached the girls for 3 years at Bluffton High, and we've been able to accomplish 2 state championships
in your 3 years.
I've been fortunate enough. I've known a lot of the young ladies in their early years, watch them grow up and play, and you know, everything just gelled well. And
sounds like
it. The boys, we have some great players on the golf team. You know, Wesley is a phenomenal golfer.
Wesley's your number one player.
He's a number one, and Alec Weary, and we had a new addition, Elliot. Just joined us this year, Elliot Johnson.
Okay.
And he's actually been shooting like 73s out there, working on things. So we're looking next year. I think we're going to have some more power, you know, to go with.
Oh, it was a great addition.
And we got some young kids. Yes.
Yeah, we're a young team too. So.
Young.
Wesley, before we get to the girls, I've known your father played a lot of golf with your dad back in the day. He's quite the player himself.
He can still play.
Yeah, well, it must run in the family because I've actually been following you in the paper for a number of years now, and you're just a rising senior. Tell us what you like most about playing high school golf and how that's kind of helped you. I know you've had 2 top 10 finishes in events this summer and some of the local championships here in the state. How has playing high school golf helped you to compete at higher levels?
Well, it really helps me just to get focused for the summer, as I have a lot of tournaments in the summer, and it's really competitive. Yeah. A lot of these tournaments, and it really helps you kind of get your game together and get it a lot better.
There's nothing like it's one thing to play out there with your dad, a $5 or $10 Nassau on the weekends.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different when you stand in there and have to do it in a tournament, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of competition too, so it's a lot different environment playing in it.
The young kids, it seems, David, they're just getting so good so quick now. You know, the training, the athleticism just seems to be at a different level than it once was.
There's a lot out there for them, and you know, we've noticed that there's a lot more girls coming up, whereas you know I only had 5.
Yeah, 5
the first year,
the last, yeah.
and
one with 5.
Yeah, one with 5.
That's pretty 5 pretty good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so it's good to see the programs, and Hilton Head Island Junior Golf does a great job with it. We have that for July and August over at Island West. Terry Muscolsi, he's doing all the free lessons for junior golfers.
Wow.
So there's a lot of stuff out there for them today, you know, and we're seeing more and more kids, and it's great.
Well, speaking of the kids, your girls team, Sammie, you were the #1 player, and I understand that you are the first Bluffton girls golfer in the history of the school to receive a full scholarship to go on to college and play golf. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm going to UNCG, and I'm pretty excited about it. I could not have done it without Crosby. He's always helped me through my bad holes and mental things, but yeah, I'm pretty excited.
And I understand you had a 38 stroke average for 9 holes this year through all your tournaments.
This year
we average them out for the year. I do it by 9 holes, even though we're playing on some 18-hole events, so I break it down for a yearly average on that. And
it's pretty impressive.
Yes.
And speaking of impressive, Sammie, tell me again what your record was. That you were the state champions in 09 and 011. You were on both those teams.
Yes.
Tell me what your combined records were for those two seasons.
Well, the first year in 2009 we were undefeated, 61-0,
61-0. Did everybody get that? You know how hard that is to do? That's like Connecticut women's basketball. That's off the chain good. And then what else?
And then 2011 we were 71-4, and the 4 that beat us were 4A. So
all 4 schools that defeated you in 2011 were
not in our league.
Bigger schools.
Yeah.
And then you went on to the state at I think you both boys and girls competition was held at the same course. Quail Creek.
It's called the
Hackers course now.
Hacker course at Coastal Carolina University.
It's their home course there.
And you guys had a fairly good finish, the boys, this year.
Yeah, we finished 11 out of 16, and you know, it just all didn't gel all the way this year. But we knew we had talent, and to make it there is a big accomplishment in itself. So, you know, I think I'm looking forward to seeing where we can get, because you're getting there, and your goal is really just to be in that top 5, because the competition is really, really tough.
I think we can definitely do better next year, because if we just get a good 4 score, a solid 4 score, that'll help us out a lot.
Well, really it is. You know, you've got to take 4 out of 5 scores, I understand.
Right.
And sometimes, you know, that one missing score can be the difference in finishing at the top and in the middle of the pack.
Our top 3 was pretty solid this year, but getting that 4th score is what held us back. But next year, we have about three players that could step up and take that position.
Well, Wesley, what are some of your personal goals as you move into your senior year? Do you obviously, do you want to plan to go on to college and play golf?
I hope to.
Okay.
I have a few coaches that have been looking at me, and I've been talking to them to maybe take my game to the next level and play in college.
That's awesome, and I understand you've got a pretty exciting event coming up later this summer.
Oh yeah, it's called the Morcott Challenge. I'm going to be going over to Scotland actually, and playing with some Scottish boys over there.
So it's, you said 8 Americans against 8 Scottish
Yeah, it's 8
players?
of us from this area that are going over there, and we're going to be staying in their homes over there and playing this course called Royal Dornick.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a top 50
Pretty
course
well
in the
known.
world, so it's going to be great.
You're pretty excited about
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, and that ought to be some good preparation. What do you think, David, for the coming school year?
That is.
Yeah.
That's going to be quite a trip.
It's going to be a different style of playing over there.
That's right. Right around British Open time, too.
Oh yeah, we actually we're going to be going to the Scottish Open for one day. So there's some big players playing that, so it'll be nice to go there.
That's exciting. Well, Sammie, what are as you get ready to prepare for your freshman year in college, what are some of your plans this summer? How are you planning to prepare and keep your game sharp?
I'm working a lot on my short game this summer, and I'm playing in a few tournaments, like qualifiers for like the Women's Association and South Carolina Junior. But my main goal for like next year is to be Freshman of the Year and to become an All-American.
Those are pretty lofty goals. Yeah. So, do you do, in addition to your regular work on your short game, long game, all of that? Are you all into weight training and core training? Do you do all of that now as well?
I'm not doing it as much as I will be in college, but yes, I do go to the gym 3 days a week and do core training and a lot of like running.
That's really become a big part of
a lot of the
now,
sports. Yes, it is, and with in high school golf, I think we're just time limited, because they're coming out of school.
Yeah.
And you just have a few hours out there, so I mean, a lot to cram in the day.
No question.
But and there's a lot of parents that have their kids doing different things. So.
Right.
But yeah, it's getting to a fitness level.
Well, I'd be remiss if we didn't mention the other members of your team that won this state championship. Do you mind if I go down that list? Sammie Buchanan, our #1 player. Brandy Hammonds, Kylie Nizelek, Cassidy Beckel, Kimmy Ganzel, and Haley Trimmer.
Yes.
Wow. Folks, how honored and excited and proud are we of our young ladies for not only representing us with class, but going out there and doing it like champions and bringing that trophy home. I got so wrapped up into the football team this year. It really does remind you of how exciting high school golf was and how competitive it really, or high school sports, but how competitive it really is.
It's pretty competitive out there.
Even next year it'll be even more because we're all going to 4A.
Yeah, we move
That's
up
right.
to 4A.
You're taking a jump up.
And we're from the girls' side. We figure we're second or third right at the moment. going into that possibly.
Wow,
So,
that's exciting.
we're hoping, if not this coming year, the following year, we'll be able to snatch that 4A.
Well, we're all going to keep a
And we'll
close
keep
eye
a close
on
eye
you.
on the boys. For
Yeah,
that.
so you do the same. Keep a close eye on these youngsters. They've got big futures ahead, and again, we're so very proud of how they've represented us in our community here. And David, thank you so
Thank you very
much. What
much.
an honor it is to have you all
Pleasure to be here.
And again, we'll be keeping our eye on you. That's about all the time we have this week on Golf Weekly. Thanks so much to our sponsors and our guests this week. We'll see you next time.